Hello, Leo. Welcome. This is the Feminine Inquisition. My name is Tiffany. We're doing your reading. It is your season. I hope that you are feeling fiery as you can do, because Jupiter's in your sign. Okay. I hope you are making magic out there, feeling strong, bursting and expanding with flames of passion. Yeah, should feel good. So we're going to do a reading today, and this is what's coming towards you. And I just did Sagittarius, and that was on fire. So good. Also, I want you to know that if you don't know what your natal chart looks like, please use the link in the description box. Please just look at it and just choose one thing and do research if you can, when you can. What you are looking to read is going to find you, okay? And that curiosity is just going to continue to ripple out. Self-study is always worth it. Let's get into it. For Leo, what's coming towards them, please? Thank you. The south node of the moon. This is old karma. This is old karma, bitches. What does that mean? I don't know. Karma that you could know about, right? When you never paid that friend for that phone. Or karma you don't know about. So it's not always bad. It could be anything that's needing to happen to balance out the scales. That's what it is. It's in order for the universe to be in equilibrium. That's it. The bottom, I've got the shadow and mysticism because it's the card of Pluto. These are the astro cards, if I didn't say that, and we are using them to guide us for this message. Right. So shadow and mysticism of Pluto is equal to transformation. What are you hiding even from yourself? What can we dig at and then dig underneath that to get our true connection to power, right? What limits us is stuff that we have not confronted, that we have not looked at. Why I talked about self-study in the beginning of the reading. To know yourself is invaluable. Anyway, south node of the moon, that's going to be the guidance for the reading. And let's just say that while they gave the words old karma, the south node of the moon is always moving, but it doesn't move in the same exact line, right? The orbit is always going to go in a variable high and a variable low of the center. And the south is the below, and it is a marker or a measurement that we use in astrology to talk about what you come into this life with. So previous debts from previous lives, if that's something that you prescribe to, but also the default functionality, the parts of your personhood that are your strengths here, but also are limitations that you may need to work through, because they're going to get you into scenarios by which you are stumbling upon opportunities for growth. So what does that mean? That means that sometimes a child is born and they're already aware of time. They're already aware of responsibility, right? Sometimes a child is born and they already understand a musical capacity. These are default functionalities. It's like the factory set. And we all have them. We all have these South Node characteristics. South Node is in your natal chart. It is a point by which you can get to learn, lean into. There is a North and South Node. The North Node is what you are working towards, stepping towards, and becoming, if you want. And as it's your evolution. And the South Node is what you don't try for. Just the way you are, right? Have you ever had that kind of conversation? Well, this is just the way I am. You are referencing your South Node. All right, Leo, let's go. I'm using the movie tarot for you because I said so. These cards are so big. Ready? We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Try that again. One more time, one more time, one more time. You can do it. Ugh. God, really challenging. Could just do it like this. Not quite the same. Last time for Leo. Show me. So this is what's coming towards you as it relates to the South Node. Nine of Wands. What have you been resisting? King of Wands. Big fire. Big elevation. Head of state. Are you resisting a head of state? The Sun. Jesus Christ. That's you. That's your highest calling. Your highest vision. Your maker. Your leader. The child of God that is in you. Nine of Coins. Independent energy here. King of Swords. Decisions, decisions, decisions. The Hierophant. Oof. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We are talking about the past and your commitment to the past. I think it's a mixed bag about what you're committing to and how it propels you forward to feel very good, but also holds you back to feel pretty conflicted. Let's get into it, right? Remembering that this is challenging or guided by expanding upon your default functionality. Who are you? Who are you when you do not think about it? The Nine of Wands. Are you a combative person? Are you a resistant kind of person? Do you remember everything that you have lived up until this point so that you can protect and persevere and never go through that mistake again? The Nine of Wands is resilient, but the Nine of Wands is a little paranoid android. Yeah. And it's moody because it is the moon in Sagittarius. So that means that it has its highs and lows, meaning it works to your benefit sometimes and it doesn't other times. Now, if I've got the Nine of Wands standing before the King of Wands, that's resistance to take action, to make a choice. Kings take action. The Queen of Wands will always come to the King and provide all of the information, past, present, and predicted future. And the King will make a choice about that. And then it's the Sun in the light of day. There is a huge amount of something that needs to have action taken on it in the light of day, under the sun, for your confidence, for your resources, for your stability, and for you to show up as capable, to to really stand your ground, belong to yourself. We have two kings. Are we looking at the two parts of you? One of them childlike, creative, curious, whimsical, carefree, singing, twirling, the sound of music, right? Just want to be there in the center of the field, playing music, listening to music. And the other makes decisions based on what the self needs for self-regulation, for self-perseverance, for the management of resources. The interesting thing is that it ends in the Hierophant, which is the Godfather here, but put the Brando aside. The Hierophant is a challenging card because we don't want to forget that it's a number 5, right? And 5 is always challenges in tarot, but it's also the Taurian major arcana, and the Taurus energy is really not forced to take action, right? If you push a Taurus, so what? So what? Imagine you push a bull. Did you make a difference? Probably not. Negligible. Okay? The bull will move when the bull wants to move. And again, this card is also about your faith, your value system. So the choices that you have to take, he's trying to break in, he's trying to, I didn't see the movie, but he's trying to be strategic about a value system, about a commitment, about a faith. it seems like it's a challenging prospect because faith is felt. It's a heart energy, and it's on a soul level. So there's not a whole lot of strategy for it, right? Could fire apply for the King of Wands to the spirit and what you might have faith in? Yes, much more direct application of the Sun, of the King of Wands, even the Nine of Wands, right? That would all really feed well into the Hierophant taking a stand or sitting on his throne and saying what he gives permission to, what he has the highest amount of faith for, what he's committed to. But the Nine of Coins and the King of Swords sitting there is a disharmonious aspect. And this is a card of bridging the past with the future. Uh-oh. Alarm has sounded. Someone does not have enough fresh crunch in their bowl. I don't know if you can hear the cat. Anyway, let's go. Let's learn. Let's learn what the action is. Right? There is a choice that needs to be taken. And look, because this message is being guided by the South Node, maybe you have a sense to be cold, hard, detached, as the King of Swords would be, strategic, and make decisions based on yourself, right? Like a survival mode. Maybe there's a default pattern in you to be alone and to be in survival mode. But the Sun is about co-creativity. The Sun is about togetherness. The Sun is about being out in the open, being seen and working with others, inspiring others to come out and play. And this is a card of pleasure. This is a card of soul bonds. So I want to know what the action is that's required. Well, there's the planning. Two of Wands. King of Swords, same card. The King of Swords does not know how to play with the wands, just so we're clear. The Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. There's the Fool. Yeah, so interesting again. I'm seeing this kind of very stark contrast, this contradictory energy in you, Leo, or the Leos that I'm picking up on, right? So the King of Swords smack between the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Neither one of these help him in his decision making. He wants to be strategic, but this is a moon card again. This is moon in Taurus, right? There is zero application for the adaptability here, right? The waxing and the waning is happening no matter what. The emotionality or the complexity of decisions are happening no matter what. But the King of Swords misses that every single time because he's a cold, hard facts, numbers, analysis dude. So yeah, he has a sense of planning, but it's risk assessment, not the kind of passion with the world at your fingertips that the Two of Wands presents. And so this Wheel of Fortune here, you definitely want to spin and go into a new beginning. You definitely want to take a chance. You definitely want to move your life into more opportunities. And you do feel lucky about it, right? The Six of Pentacles is a kind of suggestion that life will give you what you need when you need it. But the King of Swords is there, like sticking out like a sore thumb. Look at him. This guy looks like, does he look ready for a new beginning? Um, the answer is no, if you were waiting for me to tell you. Six of Cups, Two of Coins, Knight of Coins, the Chariot, Temperance. All right, let's learn about, well, wait, before I do that, the question was about the action, the choice. And the choice is after the King of Swords. The King of Swords wants to make a balance. But you're not telling me much. You want to balance something out. Maybe you have an idea about being fair to make a change, right? Maybe it's time to be fair. That's what you're saying. You said you've been looking at this for a long time. You've been waiting. You've been holding the world at your fingertips. You've chosen your wand. Finally, you're ready to take the decision, and it's time to be fair. You're not telling me about what. So it could be, it has to do with something new. It has to do with some freedom, some messages, and maybe an emotional departure of some kind. Show me the Six of Pentacles. 2 more shuffles, please. What is the Six of Pentacles? Remember, this is shadow and mysticism. When Pluto shows up, it's about a potential opportunity for transformation. And you would need to transform from the South Node to the North Node. We all do this if we're into it. The Six of Pentacles. This is a matter of love, Leo. This is a matter of love. This is a matter of equal give and take, reciprocity. Love that may have come to an end, or love that is cycling out something that has been unproductive, but now has a fresh spark. Queen of Pentacles. The Lovers. Wow. What does the Queen of Pentacles mean to you? Again, we go back to the values. The Queen of Pentacles is only going to invest in something when she herself is valued. So even if you are a masculine, the Queen of Pentacles can be a kind of energy that you are experiencing, allowing, permitting, or using for your benefit, trying to understand how to lean into what is important to you. What do you want to support? What do you want to nurture? How does this relate to your home, to your foundation, to your personal finances, to your personal success? How does it take care of you for your long-term vision? The King and the Queen of Pentacles prepare for the long journey. Now, this definitely involves another person. The Lovers and the Two of Cups with the Six of Cups. Do you want to talk about who they are? Do you perceive yourself as the Queen of Pentacles? Because you have shown me 9 of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has some hard lines too, right? She's not without her conditions. I often say that she will take care of you, bring you into her home out from the cold, and offer you everything you need to feel cozy, but you will take your shoes off, right? There are certain hard lines about her. She likes it the way that she likes it. Okay. I'm going to stay with this deck, and I'm going to ask about the Two of Cups. Because the world is here, and then we have the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning. You showed me already the Fool. So, yeah. Can I see this new beginning, please? For Leo, show me what's coming towards them. Is a really huge decision marked by the Wheel of Fortune, which is chance, which is fate, marked by the World, which is an ending of a cycle that has been rather boring. Ugh, so boring. It's taken you a pretty long time to arrive to this decision because you've been sitting guarding yourself from what maybe has been perceived pain or old pain that you've been attached to. 5 of Pentacles shit. There you are, taking a chance. Yeah. Wow, there's something about the Fool walking into the 5 of Pentacles. Like, that can't scare me anymore. The Sun, you see, one more, please. 4 of Swords. Yes, that's the opportunity to find healing, to find peace, to settle yourself on this peace, to settle yourself that you can take a chance on happiness in the light of day and choose your choice. Do you choose your choice, Leo? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the South Node, which is the old karma, is a baggage that you may have lived through and remember, or you may not have lived through and don't remember. But it's a conflict. It's an internal conflict. Perhaps you have pleasure spiked with pain. Perhaps you have shame about choosing things for joy or feeling connected to your choice because for whatever responsibilities that creep in, right? Your South Node is all about taking and delaying your gratification for whatever reasons. Perhaps it's just fear of losing yourself, right? The Nine of Pentacles with the King of Swords. Look at those hands. This is yourself. This is the identity of the solo self. And at all costs, you want to protect that. You do not want to lose your sense of sovereignty, independence as you stand here today, because that's what you're committed to, as Marlon Brando is here as the Hierophant. But you also show me that you understand the King of Wands is who you need to step into, and that you directly admit, confess, I've been resisting it. I've been putting off this choice. The sun burns inside of me. I'm a child of the Most High God. I want to shine. I want to grow. I want to bloom. I want to push through the soil. I want to call people out from their house so that we can all enjoy. And yet I am trying to protect my independence. Here's this opportunity. Here's this reading, if this is the confirmation you were looking for, that the shadow is playing a trick on you. It's a trick of the mind. The opportunity is another pentacle. You go from the 9, nothing is lost. You gain one more, you go to the 10. And this brings you peace, contentment, and the new beginning that you seek. And here's the sovereignty. Queen of Pentacles, you do not lose your independence. You can still claim what you claim, only give to that which gives to you, and also have your hard lines about you. No one's going to take that away. Okay? Wow. Wow. Yeah. You've been waiting on this. You've been waiting to let go. There's that message again. I have good reason to suspect that you send word out, not that it comes to you. Chariot. It's you who's moving. And you've been crafting this message now here in Cancer season. What is this message? I don't know. Look, it could be very independent. You write down, you do a little ritual, you write down in your journal, I want this. You burn it, you do a full moon, new moon, whatever it is that you're doing, right? Or you send a message to that person and you tell them, hey, I got that. What do you know about that? You want to know about that? Whatever it is, let the sun shine. See things that you haven't taken a look at. See things that you haven't been open to because you've been the godfather. You've been the godfather to what could be expansion, happiness, and choice that you choose. And let it open you wide. Let it open you right up. Okay? Okay. That is it. And I just want to remind you that at the start of the reading, I was telling you that Pluto is on the underneath, right? And it's like that we dig under, and then we go under the under, and we find what has been limiting us this whole time. True connection to your source of power, of trust, of faith. I hope that this helped you in some way. Leave me a comment, okay? Until the next time. Ciao.